Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone, especially those on the other side of the world. There is no time and space between us. There is only this present moment, and we are one. To continue with the Diary of Saint Faustina Kowalska, on diary entry number 893, January 22, 1937. Today is Friday. My soul is in a sea of suffering. Sinners have taken everything away from me, but that is all right. I have given everything away for their sake, that they might know that you are good and infinitely merciful. I shall be faithful to you, come rain or shine. Enero 22, 1937, Biyernes ngayon. Ang aking kaluluwa ay nasa dagat ng pagdurusa. Kinuha ng mga makasalanan ang lahat sa akin. Pero ayos lang yun. Ibinigay ko na ang lahat para sa kanilang kapakanan upang malaman nila na ikaw ay mabuti at mawaing walang hanggan. Magiging matapat ako sa iyo, umulan man o umaraw. Faustina should have lived longer. She died at 33, katulad din ni Jesus, no? Pero if you would see her life, punong-puno ng sacrifices. Even her tuberculosis was a result of suffering for others. Kaya, what would you expect, no? Like this day, January 22, hinang-hina siya. Why? Because she had given all her strength and offered this suffering for the salvation of souls. So ito ay physical sufferings, hindi na lang ito mental and emotional, no? Kundi it is sacrificing already her strength. Nasa ospital pa siya, hindi naman siya ganun ka-healthy. But then all her sufferings, yung mga paghihirap, pagdurusan niya, hindi siya makahinga maayos, hindi siya makapag-komunyon, hindi siya makapag-misa, makadalo sa misa. And then, iisipin pa niya yung mga kaluluwa. Then she would offer whatever strength remaining of her for the souls. So isipin niyo, no? Paano siya mabubuhay ng matagal? Hindi man yan lang inisip na gumaling, no? I never read or encountered in the diary Faustina asking the Lord to heal her. Nung dalhin siya sa ospital sa Pradnik, it was the decision of the Mother Superior. Ayaw niya nga di ba? But out of obedience, nagpa-hospital siya, nagpa-confine siya. Pero kung siya lang, on her own will, she would not go or be confined in the hospital. Okay na siya na naghihirap ng ganon, no? Kasi siguro nakikita niya the benefits of her suffering, of doing these sufferings, no? Offering all her sufferings for the souls. Nakikita niya siguro how many souls are saved because of her offering. Her offering is her suffering. For us, parang, halimbawa ako, no? May sipon nga lang ako ngayon, no? Pero, syempre, yung alam mo naman ng colds, no? Nakakapanghina rin yan kasi virus din siya, no? Kaya, nakakapanghina siya ng katawan. And while resting, maaga ko natulog Yung consciousness ko, Lord heal me, Lord heal me. Then I visualize myself flooded with light. Ganun lang. So, simpleng simpleng sipon. But, I am asking for healing kasi, syempre, especially today, I have a lot of activities for today. May formation, may meeting after the formation hanggang gabi, and then hindi pa ako nakakapag-refill ng bottled water for Sunday, for tomorrow. So parang, kaya sabi ko, I need to get well, no, by the grace of God. Pero sa kanya, iba. No? She never asked for healing. Parang, eto nga sinabi pa niya na lahat, no, taken everything away from her. Sinners have taken everything away from her. Lahat. So, bukas makikita nyo talagang bagsak siya eh. Bukas makikita nyo na it was decided for her not to go to mass. Kasi nga mahinang-mahina siya. We do not know, hindi natin pwedeng, kasi kung ako nga, I would ask for healing, but for her, she would not. She did not. And through that move, yung ganun ginagawa niya, nakakapag-save siya ng maraming kaluluwa. Mas masaya siya sa ganun. Pero iniisip ko lang, no, kung si Faustina was a healer, yung bang katulad ni Padre Pio, no, nag-heal, nanggagamot. Siguro kung si Faustina nag-heal, ang dami rin niyang mapapagaling. Kaya lang, ang focus niya, kumbaga ang kanyang niche, saving souls, not healing. In that way naman, nakaka-heal pa rin siya, no? When she would be saving souls, syempre, nahi-heal naman talaga ang soul. Pero iba yung sinasabi ko na physical, mental, emotional healing that Padre Pio used to do. So parang, kung makakausap ko siya ngayon, I would ask her, why did you not ask the Lord to give you that power to heal people? Pero syempre, mahirap nga pala because she was a nun na cloistered no? Yung hindi naman sila nakakalabas. So, it would be difficult for her to heal people. Pero, pwede pa rin naman kasi nakakapag-bilocate siya no? So, she would go to people who are really sick and then heal them. No? Pero yun nga, hindi kasi ganun ang naging ni Faustina, kanyang mission. Her mission is not to heal people but to save souls. So, lahat ng kanyang ginagawa, even if it affected her health, kanyang kalusugan, no? Her intention is always and was always to save souls. Tayo, Faustina was already there at the other side. But, alam nyo, every morning, she is with us. Kasama natin siya. At kung ano sinasabi ko, naririnig niya. And I wish I could really converse to her on a level na talaga magkakaintindihan kami. But then, she continues her work. Sabi nga niya, ang kanyang misyon na hindi magpapatuloy ay hindi magtatapos sa kanyang kamatayan. And sabi din niya, babalik siya sa mundo. So what does it mean? Yung kabilang buhay, ano lang siya, parang yun yung kanyang bagong station. Wala man siya sa physical body. But she is still in office. Meron siyang opisina. It's just that her office is at the other side of the world. And she can come here on earth anytime she wants. So, halimbawa tayo, every 3 a.m. Magdadasal tayo ng chaplet. And then we would be reading her diary. Nandito siya. Nasa inyong mga bahay siya. Kung saan man. Kung sino man ang those who are in Zoom, those who are in Facebook. Faustina is with us and hearing us. But then, we can invoke her intercession for healing. Hindi man siya naging healer when she was here on earth. Pwede pa rin natin siyang i-request, Faustina, intercede for my healing. Pwede yun, no? Kasi kaya nga siya naging saint, di ba? One of the requirements to be a saint nakapagpagaling ka, meron kang miracle of healing na nagawa. So she was able to display that healing sa isang babae, no? I forgot the name, I forgot the circumstances, pero yun yung nag-dictate, no? Yun yung nagpatunay. This is a saint. So, hindi man siya naging healer when she was alive. We can still ask for intercession for healing. So, that is aside from asking her to save souls. No? Kasi busy siya pa rin. Busy pa rin siya sa pagliligtas ng mga kaluluwa. Busy siya sa sa atin, pagsubaybay sa atin. Kung anong gagawin natin, no, para mas maging effective tayong savers o saviors of souls. Siyempre, maliit na lang to, bagay compared doon sa ginawa niyang saving of souls and then what Jesus had done. But all our efforts, patungo ito doon sa overall objective or mission of our Lord Jesus. So nakakatulong tayo, nakaka-contribute tayo sa overall. And that is what is important.